Hi everybody, it's Juanita from Crafty Situate. Sorry it's been so while, or it's been so long since I've been on. Had a lot going on in my life. Uh, Moved to one province, moved back to where I was, and now I'm in a different place here, but now I am settled. Still trying to get my place all settled here, but hence why I'm sitting on the couch doing the video right now. But eventually I get there and get it all done. So the project that I'm going to do today is a little hockey boot that I did. I made the actual boot, which is a basic little baby bootie. And what I did is I did all 32 NHL teams. I do have the pattern for it. I'm just going to show one of it comes in either newborn or 3-month size, but the pattern in my shop, the pattern itself, it does show instructions for the colors and how to do for all 32 teams. But today I'm just going to do one basic boot just to show you, to give you an idea. As I said, I'm not quite sure yet how to maneuver my camera to show all my hands. So this is not to show people how to crochet. This video is basically for those of you who do know how to crochet. I do hope to, in the future, have videos showing techniques, tips, how to crochet, showing my actual hands and how to do it, but I'm still very, very green and very much beginner here yet. So with that being said, for the newborn baby booties, what you will need is a 2.5mm crochet hook, a darn needle, of course, to sew your ends in, scissors, and depending on what colors you want to do, I'm just doing a light blue, a navy blue, and a white. It takes very little yarn. If you have scrap yarn, these are the perfect little things to make with scrap yarn. The pattern itself right now, the one that I have in my shop and the one that I'm going to do now, is basically for newborns and 0 to 3 months. I do have bigger sizes that I've been making. I just haven't had a chance to get the patterns over them yet, or to do them up as a PDF. You will need fake fur. Now generally I was getting the pipsqueak at Michael's. With the pipsqueak, I found I had to do 2 rows of the fur, so to make it a little bit thicker, because it was far too thin the other way. But they had none left. So this I had found at Giant Tiger. I'm not sure if there's a Giant Tiger in the States, but here in Canada we have Giant Tiger. And it was a big ball like this, and it's thick enough where I only had to use one time around. Now, generally speaking, with the pipsqueak, I still only had to use a 2.5 hook. With this here, I would suggest using the 3, because the 2.5 just makes it way too tight. So we're going to start off with the sole. We'll do the sole. Like I said, in the pattern itself, it shows every color. It has all 32 teams. It gives you the instructions for the basic boot pattern, and then it gives every single team how to do the bottom, sole, the stripe around it, the boot itself, and then your colors on the side. Mine, when you look at the pattern, if you should go purchase it, do have the logos on the sides. What I do is I print off the NHL logo into a small, small circle. I then laminate them. I have a laminating machine also. I laminate them, cut them out, and I glued them to each side of the bootie. For those of you that are interested in that, you can find out more on how to get the logos inside of the pattern itself. So, on with the bootie. My cat's in front of me playing. So, with your sole, which is your first color, you're gonna, in your size 2 hook, you're gonna crochet 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the second hole, from the second chain from the link, you're going to do 2 half double crochets. Then you're going to do 7 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. In the last chain, you're going to do 6 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now working on the side, and if you just want to bring that in, you can crochet your tail right in there. On the opposite side, now you're going to crochet 7, or half double crochet 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you're going to do 2 half double crochets in the last stitch. And what you're going to do is you're going to slip stitch into that very first stitch and chain 1. So that's how it will look for your very first, just untangle this. That's how it's going to look for your very first row of your sole. Your second row, you're going to chain 1. You're going to do 2 half double crochets in the first stitch. The same stitch that you single crocheted in, you're going to do the 2 half double crochets. Then you're going to do 9 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you're going to do 2 half double crochets in the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 2 half double crochet in 5 stitches. And then you're going to do half double crochet, I believe it's 9. 1, 2, 3, or 8, sorry, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to do 2 half double crochets. And generally we would never put a stitch in there, but you're going to do 1 half double crochet in that last stitch. I find if you don't, it leaves a little gap or a little opening and it's almost like a little hump. So once you have that, then you're going to slip stitch. And that's basically your sole. Now, for the next row, it's all back post double crochet. And basically a back post is going in the back of your work. Back of the post. So you're going to do that all the way around. It will give you 32 back post double crochets. It gives you a little edge on your booty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. And again, you're gonna slip stitch to your very first stitch. And that is, and almost see how it goes all the way around? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that out again because this is your sole. Now I'm just gonna slip that, see, because I sewed that in, or crocheted that in as I was doing it. So the next part of your boot is gonna be the main part of your boot, the front of your boot and that. So we're gonna do that in a royal blue. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna join that color now. Joined it with a slip stitch. And I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm gonna cut off that baby blue and just take your hook out and leave kind of a long strand, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick a color. Again, if you're doing the NHL colors, now you don't have to get the pattern and you don't have to do any of the same I did. This is just how to do the bootie itself. Like I said, my pattern is all 32 of the NHL teams if you were interested in doing all those. But now you're gonna pick, if you want one, you don't have to choose one, a stripe that goes around. I'm gonna just choose white. So basically all you do is put your hook in, grab your yarn, and you're just basically gonna slip stitch around. That's all you do. Go in between your back post double crochets and slip stitch all the way around. On some of them, not the hockey ones, but I've made some boots where I put 2 stripes, 2 different colors. But we're just gonna do one right now. Baby Chancy. No, baby. I was trying to steal the show. Get down. Chancy, get down, baby. Get down, mama's boy. That is Chance. Here's my inspiration for my cat coaches. Actually, I got a little one right here on my couch that I'm using for all my stuff to put my yarn in. I have like a dozen of them around here. So you're going to continue going all the way around. Just slip stitch in between the back post round. And once you get to your last one, pull your yarn, cut it, and with that one there, the one that's out in the front, you're gonna weave that in, so that's what it looks like in the back, so it's all even, and just cover it in the back. Do that with the other white part of it. Weave that in. You can weave it a couple times. I'm just doing it once right now because I'm just showing you the video, but generally I'd weave it in a couple of times, weave it through a couple times back of my work. And I'm just going to cut those ends. These are super quick. I mean, I'd like to crochet really fast right now, but for sake of. But we're going to go on with the dark blue, like I said, for the main part of the boot. But then there's your little boot. I mean, there's the sole. And like I said, we chose a white stripe. So it goes all the way around. So now we're going to do the main part of the boot. So with this color, I'm going to half double crochet all the way around, which is 32 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trying to get this down more. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. And you're going to slip stitch to the very first stitch. Now what I would suggest is sewing in your ends now. I'm not going to bother. But sewing in your ends. So now for this row, you're going to single crochet in the same stitch that you just chained your one in. And you're going to single crochet in the next 10, which will give you 11 stitches you're single crocheting in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now we're going to do some half double crochets together. And the reason why I do half double crochet instead of single crochet is it gives more height to the boot. So now we're going to half double crochet 2 together 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and single crochet to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And slip stitch to your first stitch. So that's how it's coming. Get over there. Get down. That's all right. Get down. And again, you're going to single crochet starting with the same stitch, single crochet in the same stitch as your crochet or chained in. You're going to do 11 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now you're going to half double crochet 2 together 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and single crochet to the end. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and join with the slip stitch. And here you're gonna leave a tail and fasten off. And don't forget, this is a newborn size. So this is what your little boot should look like now, your booty. It's so dang cute. So dang cute. So now for the top part, as I said, if I was doing the Montreal Canadiens and this part was blue, I'm just saying, these wouldn't be all the colors for it, but Montreal Canadiens are royal blue, red, and white. I would do my next row, I would start with my white, maybe do 2 rows of white, then a blue, or no, 2 rows of red, then a white, then a blue. So you can do it however you want. I'm going to, maybe I'll do like white. So what you do is where you ended off, where that fastened off, you count 7 back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is where you're going to join with a slip stitch. And I'll tell you the easiest way so you don't have to sew in ends is if you hold that yarn in behind while you're single crocheting, you crochet that right in, okay? So we're gonna single crochet in the first place where we just did that. And what this is gonna do is gonna leave the front 5 for your tongue. So we're gonna single crochet 18 around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if you want, you can grab that back tail and do that one now. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I promise you, if you do it the way that I just showed you, 1, 2, 3, 4, I lied. Why did I not end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now. Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that's right. So it's 22 stitches. And we should be right here. Let me look at my pattern because I know that that is right. I'm sorry. I've done this so many times, like I can't believe that I... 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's 17. Let's see. Now let me make sure I got 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 5. So it's 17, I'm sorry. I think I made a mistake on my pattern too and I put 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's supposed to be 4 parts for this sheet. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 17. So go 7, start on that side like I showed you, and go 17 around. I'm confused because I know I did 18 each time. I think I got Alzheimer's, somebody's telling me. I don't know. Like I just... So, depending on what color you're going to do, you would go back and do the exact same thing. Single crochet back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How embarrassing is that all the ones I did and I get that wrong. Anyway, so you can do whatever colors you want. I'm just going to mix them up just to show you, add new colors and that. So on the last one, you would just slip stitch, cut your previous color, and go back around again. So if you were doing a certain team, you would look at it, and I just kind of look at a jersey of whatever teams I'm doing and just judge it by that. Now, regardless of how you're going to do it, spread your colors out if it's only 2 colors that you're using and your main colors are red on each side and white in the middle. I would do like 3 of each on the side and 1 in the middle, or 2 and 2, or 3 in the beginning and then 2, and then just kind of spread them out however you're trying to do your team colors. But every boot with this size, myself, if you're doing all the NHL ones, they're all 7 rows high. Every one of them are 7 rows high. So this is 4. I'm going to do one more blue after this. Wow, I can't wait to finally start getting time to figuring out how to do YouTube, how to do these videos properly. I feel like I'm just a hot mess. I do apologize. And I apologize to those that are coming here because they're not sure how to crochet and they'd like to know how to do them, but I promise I'll eventually get this all together. It's been, the last year of my life has been, yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. A lot of growth though. A lot of growth, a lot of changes, but I'm getting there. You know. Guess it goes back to, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. So, you know, I think your life's going to do one thing and life has a way of saying, yeah, no, it's going to go this way. So that's pretty much what happened, but you live, you learn, you pull up your big girl panties, and you move on. But anyway, enough of that. It's about crochet, which is truly my passion. So, as I said, this got to be 7, well, I make them 7 rows. If you want your boots higher, by all means, make them higher. You don't want them higher, make them shorter. This is just to show you how to do the basic boot. The rest of it is completely up to you. Like I said, if you'd like to grab the pattern shows all 32 teams, all 32 colors for each team in the NHL. I'd like to eventually get do them for football and basketball. I did a bunch of LA Laker little booties. So damn cute. Wish I would have kept some out to show you. Okay, so this will be the last row because I did 2 rows of white, 3 rows of the light blue, and 2 rows of white up top. So, I'm really stumped. Thinking that was 18. I'm sure I did 18 for them all, but obviously it's not. It's 22 stitches. 5 from 22 is 17, not 18. Math really wasn't my stronger suit. It was English. That and gym. So now what you're going to do is just sew all your ends in. Sew them in. Trying to go fast here so I'm not wasting everybody's. And one more blue. Good boy, Chansey. So, cut all your ends there. Cut all your ends there, and this is what your boot will look like now. So your boot now will look like this. And these are your 5 stitches that you've had in front. So now what you're going to do is you're going to, I usually just tuck that down. And this, your tongue is always going to be the same color as that, as the main part of your boot. So with the dark blue, and on the right hand side, facing you, not me, you'll join with a slip stitch. Again, you can keep your working back, that way you don't have to sew it in because you're just crocheting it in. And you're going to crochet across those 5 stitches. 3, 4, 5. And what I do is 8 rows. I do 8 rows because although the boot itself is only 7 rows, you're going to be putting the fur on too. So you want your tongue to come up high enough. So that was 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Weave in the top end. Like I said, I would normally weave in a couple times, but I'm just kind of doing this quickly. Chansey, stop. There's your little tongue. So now you're going to go to the fur. But like I said, it's a little thick, so I need a bigger hook. So I would suggest getting a 3. That's a 3 right there. So with your 3, you're going to go in to the first blue. Whoops. You're going to go into your first blue end at the very end. and you're going to single crochet all the way around to the other side. And again, I always crochet my first end. I always crochet it into the work so I don't have to sew it in later. And just crochet it around. Go right into that first blue, your last blue round where you did it before, or where you had ended your dark royal blue round. And this side you will have to sew in the end. The other one is already in there. So that's what that looks like now. With the fur. I mean, how adorable are these? Oops, forgot to cut it off. Now you're going to go back to your 2.5, and I use like a little cotton. You can use baby yarn, cotton, whatever you want, and you'll chain 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, keep hearing somebody, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42,